Welcome to our Disruptive Marketing Breakthrough video series. This changes everything. If you are a person, a business owner who's looking to close deals either in person or over the phone, you own a SaaS company, sales floor, if you're a consultant, a coach, a realtor, or own an auto shop or an agency. Basically, if you want to generate more leads and customers and make more sales, well, this is for you. And trust me, over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you something that you've never heard of or seen before. This is brand new. We live in the marketing trenches. We're Amplify My Business. I'm Tom McClellan. We built the Lead Gen Club, a mastermind group of digital agencies and marketers. We basically coach other digital marketers how to market. We've generated hundreds of thousands of leads and millions of visitors for ourselves and our customers. And we've used our marketing systems to drive over $50 million in sales for our customers. Let's get right to it. Business owners every day wrestle with solving this one big problem. They ask this question, actually two questions. How do I generate a constant flow of fresh, qualified, motivated buyers for my business? And how do I generate consistent, sustainable growth? They spend hours throwing time and money into gimmicks and hopeful solutions and promises. The spraying and praying marketing approach just doesn't work anymore. I've had my agency for over 25 years and I've never come online to make the claim I'm about to make. I'm here to announce a disruptive force in the lead generation industry that will solve the number one problem that business owners wrestle with every day. First of all, let me clarify what disruption means. It's a radical change in an industry, business strategy, especially involving introduction of a new product or service that creates a new market. And that's what we're talking about today. So if you're tired of fretting and wasting time trying to hire someone to drive leads for you, or you overpay an agency that constantly promises that they just need a little bit more time, I'm here to declare a new disruptive force in the online marketing industry. This will change the way you acquire customers. This will change how you spend every ad dollar. This will change how you're able to not only hit your goals, but exponentially blow past them. Let's be real. Acquiring new customers is changing. Now, you can be on the leading hunting edge or part of the trailing hunted hordes. Now, that's up to you. But I can tell you from personal experience that the money is in the front of the line, and it's always better to get there before your competition. So let's discuss this disruptive technology that will change your business success, put more time on your calendar, and more money in your pocket. This technology I'm about to show you has been tested and used by Fortune 500 companies, but it hasn't been available to sales floors, SaaS companies, entrepreneurs, the smaller guy. It's been reserved for the big boys until now. It's based on a simple premise that you already know. You learned this in your Marketing 101 classes. The old premise for success is that if you market to the right person at the right time with the right message, then you're going to find success. Now, these principles haven't changed, but accomplishing this has become much more difficult. As you probably know, Facebook just a couple weeks ago just made it even harder by deleting 5,000 advertising targeting options. That's a big deal. Marketers used to be able to select homeowners, income levels, and other specific geo and demographics, but in an attempt to become non-discriminatory, Facebook drastically downgraded its targeting power. This is a big deal if you're trying to grow your business through online marketing. It's why so many marketers are scrambling to modify their campaigns to find the success they used to have, but they're running into a brick wall. Others are completely abandoning the Facebook platform altogether, to the point that Facebook took a $120 billion loss in one day. That's with a B. Facebook's loss is more than 4 times the valuation of Twitter, which is $33 billion. That's more than a gross national product of Kuwait. They lost all of that in one day because they restricted how marketers can target their audience. This affects you. But don't fret, there is hope. I'd like to introduce you to our behavior intent marketing system. Now, I know that's a mouthful, but let me jump into it. This disruptive technology slays the question of target marketing. Forget targets. We answer the who, basically the right person, in an amazing way. And we don't need Facebook. Our technology allows us to identify people by name who already have taken actions to indicate that they already want to buy your product or service. But it also answers when to market them, because we know when they're about to make a purchasing decision. Now remember this formula. If you know the right person at the right time and you deliver the right message, you're going to have success. Let me pose a rhetorical marketing question. What if you knew the name of everyone in your market who is not just searching for your product, but researching to make a purchase and is about to buy? And what if you had their name, their email address, their cell phone, their mailing address, their Facebook ID? At any given time, with this new technology, we know the exact 3% of your target audience that is about to click the buy now purchase, who's about to make a decision to call your insurance agency, who's about to purchase whatever it is you have to sell. Now, how would that affect your marketing if you knew who and when? Well, the answer is dramatically. No more trying to create custom audiences in Facebook, trying to make a best guess as to who your top demographic is. No more carpet bombing Facebook ads, hoping you hit the right target. No more guessing and making assumptions as to who is in the market to buy your product or service. With our behavior intent marketing system, now we can tell you by name, email, cell phone, Facebook ID, and mailing address the exact people who are researching a solution for what you have to sell, and we can tell you when they're about to make a decision, a purchasing decision. Let me paint a picture. Let's say that all these people are homeowners in your market area, and let's pretend you're selling solar. The icons in red represent the people researching and shopping for solar. They're actively looking to invest in solar. What if you only spent your ad dollars on them? And what if you could identify every person in your market actively considering solar or whatever your product or service is? How effective would your marketing be then? Well, I can tell you there'd be no wasted ad spend, ever. Our technology is platform agnostic, meaning we can reach out to motivated buyers by Facebook, Instagram, Google AdWords, email, SMS text, snail mail. We can surround these active buyers with targeted messages, knowing exactly where they are in the buying cycle. We don't waste a marketing dime on anyone who isn't already deeply interested in what you have to sell. We're talking about buyers, not leads. There's a big difference. This system works efficiently for both B2B and B2C. We've seen dramatic success in the following categories: mortgage, financial advisors, personal injury, chiropractic, solar, fitness and gyms, HVAC, final expense insurance, roofing, residential real estate, dental, auto, travel, rehab, senior care and assisted living, legal, non-invasive procedures like med spas and cool sculpting, e-commerce sites, business funding, business insurance, merchant processing. So here's how it works. Amplifies disruptive behavior intent marketing system, tracks user behavior, recognizing key points in their buying journey based on the content they consume. Now, much of this has to do with tracking people who search and visit, review product comparison sites, the search terms they use, and the sites that they visit. We track behavior, not IP addresses, and we're able to triangulate those behaviors to identify precise buyers. Now that sounds kind of techy. Let me just give you more detail. Part of that tracking involves URL level navigation, the content that your target audience consumes, the responses to other campaigns, not just your own, past purchasing behavior. All this data signals buying intent, but we don't stop there. Our system also takes into account clicks on ads related to the target product and subsequent conversions from those ads. Not even your ads, it can be your competitors' ads. Content of the websites and pages that your prospect has visited. Even your competitors' ads and website visits. Now, we measure momentum and inertia based on the recency and the frequency of those visits. We know when they're about to buy. We track 225 million US consumers daily, analyzing over 50 billion online actions every single day. We overlay this data and we're able to identify the exact buyers of any product or service by name and where they are in the purchasing journey. Now, knowing this information gives us an unfair advantage in the marketplace, and now you can have the same unfair advantage. Let me just give you one more illustration. Let's say, for example, I'm interested in buying a Ford F-150 truck. Here's what I would do. First, my browser history would reflect visits to Edmunds.com and Ford.com. My search history shows searches on Ford F-150 reviews, best prices on Ford F-150. I'd look at comparisons from Ford 150 versus Chevy 1500. Now, I've clicked on ads about Ford F-150 trucks. I've read articles about Ford trucks. I've visited all the dealers' websites in the market area. And last, I've searched on Google Maps for Ford dealerships near me. I'd say it's looking like a pretty good time to put an ad for a Ford F-150 in front of me. When a person shows through their search and browsing behavior that they're in the market for whether it's solar, insurance, a Ford truck, a car, a chiropractor, or a baby stroller, we can deliver timely messages at the exact point of decision. So, we not only know who to market to, but we know when to market to them. I'm sure you agree. This changes everything. This is disruptive. No more advertising to the haystack to try and find a needle. Now, we can market to a stack of needles looking to buy. Here's how this saves you money. Instead of spending money on keywords and broad stroke shotgun targeting, and instead of being held hostage by Facebook's limited targeting algorithms, now you spend every dime on an interest. Your click costs go down because Facebook gives precedence to content that is relevant to their audience, and they measure relevance by how actively engaged the content is. Let me just clarify that. So in the example of the F-150 truck, if you place an ad in front of somebody who's looking for an F-150, they're going to click on it. And the more that ad is engaged, or more it's clicked and people share it and open it, Facebook monitors that and gives us precedence because we're delivering relevant content that people like to click through, that like to engage with. That scores us points with Facebook. It lowers our acquisition costs. Our acquisition costs go down and our sales conversion rates go up. It's the perfect equation. So yes, I'm saying we get better qualified buyers at a lower cost. Now I should end this video right now with that thought swimming in your head. Better ROI, more profits, lower lead cost, higher conversion rates. Let that sink in just for a moment. Better qualified buyers at a lower cost. Of course, we can get into a ton of examples when we hop on a quick discovery call. But until then, let me share some examples where we compare our results to standard online campaigns. First of all, a roofing company with an AdWords campaign. We could quadruple the conversion rate from 5% to 20% on a service with a $10,000 revenue. So before our campaign, the conversion rates were at 5%. After we're done, we're at 20%. That's a 400% increase in the conversion rate because we're talking to the right person at the right time with the right message. A mortgage broker recently on a Facebook campaign, during the first 30 days of using our behavior intent data, we generated a 2,567% ROI on their campaign. Now that's such an astronomical number, I had to share it. But what we did is we generated 200 leads. The average lead cost was only $15, but the revenue per sale was $4,000 per close, a phenomenal return on their investment. And finally, a financial planner. We drove a prospect to a live seminar, and we tripled the conversion rates on a service that generates $18,000 on average per client. So we're talking high-ticket item to a very specific niche market of high net worth individuals who need a financial planner. Our conversion rates tripled after using our new data on this campaign. That's a 300% increase in conversion rate. This is the power of knowing. You've heard the phrase, knowledge is power. This is what that equation looks like. Right person, right time, right message equals success. Now, if your in-house marketing team or your outsourced agency is not producing these kind of results, you need to make a change. That's a bold statement. But as a kid, my dad always preached to me. He would tell this to me all the time. Son, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So I'm going to make the same phrase to you. now is the time to make a change. If you're not exploding through your sales goal, you need to make a change. Or you can stay satisfied with your current sluggish results. Again, if nothing changes, if you do nothing today, well, then nothing's going to change. Or you can make a change. And I know that you're interested in the change because you spent this much time in this video so far. You must want a change in your business growth. So once we hop on a discovery call, we'll see if your business is a good match for this game-changing solution. Now, the third part of the age-old success formula, delivering the right message once you have the right person at the right time. This is where our creative team comes in. We've pioneered what we call the lead gen amplifier system for messaging. I'll explain how we craft messaging with the psychological power to drive sales. We build you up as the unsurpassed authority and value on whatever product or service that you have to sell. Our system creates momentum and generates sales. In fact, we've generated over $50 million in sales for our clients. Now, our time on this video is getting short. I'm going to save the details on our lead gen amplifier for our next video. Or if you're interested, we'll go over our lead gen amplifier messaging system on a quick discovery call. So here's where we are. We're looking for businesses with a high demand for sales and leads. This system is not for someone looking for 20 to 30 leads per week. When we turn our systems on, we need clients who can handle the volume and the growth. To qualify for this system, you need to be absolutely committed to customer support and excellent service. You need to be prepared to invest in your own success. This isn't free. To give you an idea of the cost of this system, now it depends on your market, that's why I'm not quoting a price right here. It costs about as much as an entry-level employee. Now, for that investment, you get a team of marketing professionals passionate about your success, using the most disruptive technology and systems in the industry. You get the experience honed over hundreds of clients, where we've helped generate hundreds of thousands of leads, and like I said, we've helped generate over $50 million in sales for our clients. So, if you're action-oriented and want to get in the front of the line instead of trailing the pack, we invite you to fill out the quick survey below. And if you're a good fit, we'll invite you to schedule a call with one of our disruptive marketing specialists. So if you're looking to revolutionize your sales trajectory, I mean dramatically change it, actually disrupt it, then fill out the survey. The Amplify Behavior Intent system could be a good fit for you. Now, if you're just researching, kicking tires, and are not ready to commit to a dramatic change in your business success, probably not for you. This system probably is not for you. We personally manage every aspect of the campaign and want to make sure we are spending our time, that we are working with folks who are committed to action and success. Now, as a disclaimer, this system is not for MLM affiliates or small startups with no funding. This system requires a serious commitment, and it requires resources to revolutionize your market. So I'm asking you to quickly fill out the survey, and we'll see if you're a good fit for this phenomenal disruptive system. Thank you for spending the time with me. This is a phrase that I end each of our team calls with, each of our team meetings: go forth and conquer. You now have at your disposal the ability to know who your market is, know when to market to them, know how to market to them to generate the success that you're hoping to achieve. We'd like to partner with you in driving that success. So go forth and conquer, fill out the survey, and we'll see you on the other side.